What's up, dudes, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are theorizing a country called Syria. And knowing of drill, let's dissect the flag. The Syrian flag makes a lot of symbols. This flag of the color green stood for the Russian, white represents the Omenyas, and the black symbolizes the Abkhaz. Originally, the three red stars represented the three districts of Syria, the states Aleppo, Damascus, and Deir ez-Zor. Yeah, that flag right here. And this is the coat of arms of Syria, has a bird, the flag, and something in Arabic, I don't know what it is. However, the country is located in the Middle East, bordering Turkey, Iraq, Jordan, Israel, and Lebanon. And also, there's the locator map of Syria. There's Al-Qura, Al-Ramah, Deir ez-Zor, and there's the capital Damascus, Homs, and Aleppo, and a lot more. Yep, and there's the female figure about 5000 BC in the ancient Archers Museum, and the Archers king of the Second Kingdom Mari 2300 BC, and then the Syrians in the Torian the Third, displaced in the tomb of Archers in they 1450 BCE. Actual painting of a drawing. They are labeled in chiefs of Returer. And then the Syrians, yeah, that's the Syrian painting, of course. And there's the ancient Panjra temple, an ancient city, Panjra, before the war. And there's the Roman and Arabia, present-day Syria. And there's the temple Jupiter, and the ancient city of Algeria, and the Umayyad Caliphate, and then different caliphates took over in Syria, and then 1803, yellow, and Armenians in Syria near Aleppo during the Armenian genocide. Yes, it was controlled by the Ottoman Empire. And, of course, there was inauguration of President Hayden in 1936, and it was controlled by France. Rule in the 1920s. And there's Aleppo in 1961. It looks kind of civilized. It's civilized, and there's the village in the Israeli withdrawal, you can see right there, and the Syrian-Lebanese civil war right here, and the green, which is controlled by Syria, and there's, the Syrian civil war devastated most of the country. And there's the red, which is controlled by Syria, and these are just rebels, of course. And then the panoramic view of a lake in northern Syria, and there's the seal, and the Prime Minister seal, and then the Syrian army. Yep, and diplomatic relations. You could see U.S. has no diplomatic relations, but all these blue countries has. And then there's the map of the world of Syria of military involvement, which is, of course, Syria is black, and Iraq, Iran, Turkey, Lebanon, Russia, France, UK, and, of course, the United States. And the Syrian Golden Heights in Israel since the 6-Day War, and then and there's Aleppo, Damascus, Homs, Lakota, and the pre-Civil War export, which is 51% petroleum and oil from kernels, 11% oil, and natural gas and oil. But this part is natural gas and oil, and food, and definitely there's sheep live, and then there's sugar cane, and all these stuff, and cotton, and then there's sheet, and definitely that, and then there's compromise, and then pure agreements and shipping ports. I don't know what it is, but there's food, items and sheep and natural gas or oil, and there's food, definitely a lot of food in here, a lot of exports, and there's historical GDP right here gone up and all the way down after like the Civil War. So like in the middle of it, Syria's economy went down, all the way down since the Civil War. And Aleppo soap, and yeah, there's just a lot of culture in it, but it's devastating right now that this Civil War is still going on, by the way. And let's view the country, shall we? See, their capital and largest city is Damascus, and their official language is Arabic, and their ethnic groups are 75% Arabs, 10% Kurds, 15% others, including Chadra, Assyrians, Armenians, and Khazarians, and more. And their religion is 87% Islam, 10% are Christian, 3% are Duzerani, and their developments are Syrian, and then their government is a unitary semi-presidential republic under a totalitarian military dictatorship, and their president Bashar al-Assad since July 17th of 2000. That's a really long time. But when vice president since March 23rd of 2006, and their prime. That's the vice president, and the prime minister, Hayden, since June 11th of 2020. And then the Speaker of People's House Assembly, since September 28th of 2017. And the legislators of People's Assembly in the Arab Kingdom state of Syria, March 8th of 1920, and state of Syria under French rule in December 1st, 1924, and the Syrian Republic in May 14th, 1930, and the Jizara independence October 24th, 1945, and the de facto independence in April 17th, 1946, and left the United Arab Republic, which today is Egypt and Syria, today as September 28th, 1961, and their Ba'ath Party takes over power in March 8th, 1963, and their current constitution since February 27th of 2012. That was... Hold on, let me think. So, 2022 was 1 year ago, and due to that, it was 11 years ago. Their current constitution was 11 years ago. And their area in total is 185,180 kilometers, or 71,500 square miles, making it 87th largest countries by size. And their water is 1.1, and their population is 22,125,249, making it 60th in this list. And their population density is about 118.3 kilometers, or 306.4 square miles, making it 70th in this list. And their GDP, or purchasing power parity, $50.28 billion, no result. And their per capita is 2,900, no result. And their GDP non-animal in 2014 estimate is $24.6 billion, making it 167th. And then their GNI in total is 55.8, making it high in this list, no result. And their HDI is 0.577, making it medium list as 150th. It's still strange, though, even though they're in the Civil War right now. And then their currency is a Syrian pound, or SYP. And their time zone is just as the same time zone as Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, and many other Middle Eastern countries. And then their driving side is right. Speaking of that, let's visualize the country directly. See, this is the country of Syria. It's a beautiful country with a culture But unfortunately, there's not much stuff to do here except for a war museum and a Bachelor Subway and a square. Yeah, square right here in Damascus, Syria. Tragically, there is nothing to do in Syria due to the war and stuff. And the culture of Homs, yeah, Homs is mostly just a city that is mostly devastated by the war. And then the most devastated by the war and the most thing to go in the war, Aleppo. Yes, Aleppo was probably the most devastated by the war. And there's the Aleppo Cathedral, and there's the Pastoral Gate, and the Archers Gate. But unfortunately, there is nothing to do here except for all these stuff in 3 cities. Yeah, so that's all the things I can do physically. And thank you for watching this video. Hope you have an amazing day, a great day, and I'll see you on Tuesday. And the next episode is Lebanon, so stay tuned for this one, shall we?